James Charles is taking heat again after a straight man accused James Charles of grooming him. How do you get groomed as a straight man?
Right. I don't know if it was grooming. I seen the little follow-up videos on TikTok. James was trying to get the guy to FaceTime him. And James was like, a conversation can get misinterpreted if we're texting. He was just trying to convince the guy to FaceTime him or something like that. And he just kept asking the guy or whatever. And then the guy posted all the videos of him recording his phone on TikTok.
So if I be like, oh my God, David, you're annoying, over text, right? You don't know if I'm saying like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being annoying. Or like, oh my God, David, you're being fucking annoying. Because all three of those are completely different like emotions that you cannot see through text. You only get to actually experience those through a FaceTime call or through being in person.
And here it is. We have the picture. It looks like it's James Charles talking. It's okay. It's a really lucrative role. It's called My Boyfriend. Requirement 6'2". Must love escape room horror movies and cuddling. Big dick, armpit hair, an occasional FaceTime call. This is salary 0, but it's a good job, I think. Perks include cute boyfriend, great personality, huge ass, free living in a $10 million house in LA, fun travel opportunities, good head, and more. So that's what he was offering this guy?
Yeah.
Damn.
Put it all out there, really.
Now, why is it grooming? Is the guy young?
James, he's gotten in trouble for like trying to make straight men turn gay, and it's like kind of
Why should that be trouble?
because it's like it makes them uncomfortable. Like they clearly don't want anything to do with him, and he's like kind of forcing it upon them. But like this guy was obviously answering him and texting him back.
Correct. That's my
That's
point.
the part
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because they were literally entertaining him, and they built up enough evidence or receipts, as they would call it, to try to expose him. And I'm like, if you felt uncomfortable, if you felt like you didn't want to talk to him, if you weren't interested, why keep answering him in the first place and leading him on?
He was.
That's kind of that's kind of was what my point. Unless we're knowing, like when you say grooming to me, that starts talking about underage. That's what that means. So if you're just talking about a guy who's of age who is talking back to James Charles, and James Charles, you can argue whether he has good game or not. But if the guy's responding, I don't really see what the issue. Now, if it's underage, it's not saying
Different
that
story,
here.
yeah.
No, he age checked him. I think people just nitpick every situation that James Charles gets into with the guy now because of his history.
Right.
Yeah. Well, then that's bullshit because, like what Markel's saying, you're responding to him.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he think you may be interested?
Exactly.
And then you can just be like, well, that's weird game or not weird, but they say grooming. That's a misleading title. Why do we put grooming on this thing, Austin?
Well, it's clarified at the second part of the second page, but basically that's what everyone originally was like, this is what's happening. He's grooming, he's young. And then people started looking into it more and being like, wait, why are you only showing your responses? His sister came out and was like, he did this all for clout, like he was leading James on.
Well, this is my little brother. This is David's account, and he was talking to James Charles about a month and a half ago. All those videos are a month and a half old. They spoke for a few weeks. My brother let him on a bit, even though he said he was straight. He was leading him on, and I told my brother to take the videos down. He pretty much just told me to go fuck myself and didn't care. He obviously did it for views. There's no hidden meaning behind it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
shit.
and that is where the headline's always bigger than like the follow up. Like James Charles got kind of fucked in this situation.
100%. Because if that's the boy's sister saying that he was leading James on, he probably was telling all his friends, oh, I'm going to do this for clout, or I'm going to lead James on and then expose him. Because he posted literally, he posted the same video, because I looked at the guy's account. He posted the same video like 5 times just to different sounds. And then every response James gave him, he would record on another phone and then post that video to TikTok. It was very sketchy.
Yeah, so that's dickhead move right there. That's you're not And like that goes back to the original point. He's trying to convince a straight guy to be gay. Well, it's like, I don't think James Charles would be doing that if he didn't think that I was interested. So this is
Yeah.
kind of bullshit.